Hi, I'm Tarek from Canada. I came to Kyoto on a working holiday visa in June of 2022 and spent 6 months in Borderless House Kyoto-Kuramaguchi. Yay! Okay, so I found Borderless House on, I think it was Reddit. There was a moving to Japan subreddit, and I gave a list of foreigner-friendly housing options for people that have a short-term stay in Japan. And I picked it just because I saw all the profiles of different people and their like nationalities and what they're doing in Japan. It seemed like a very welcoming place with a lot of like chance for like interaction with both Japanese and foreigners, where I could get like an immediate sense of community in Japan, since I wouldn't have had one otherwise if I moved in by myself into my own apartment and having to form my own social circle talking to strangers. So most of them speak a base language of English, and I mean, worst case scenario, just effort, sign language. You mix English and Japanese, the few words that you do know. It's all about, really trying and just trying to get the message across. So like, usually it's like, open today. It's a lot of sign language and guesswork, but you get the message across usually. The process was very quick. I mean, everything was very like easy to understand. I mean, like everything was given to you like straight up as soon as you were talking about it. Nothing was really unclear about the process, and it was kind of easy that you could just like pay with your credit card. You didn't have to worry about being in the country to actually get the accommodation, which is kind of a big barrier for a lot of people, where you need a past Japanese address or to be in the country to actually rent something. But yeah, it was much easier with just like online. You got it within like 30 minutes, and then you just like signed up if you feel comfortable with the property. At first I was kind of worried to be living with 13 other people. I'm kind of a solitary person for the most part, but I grew to like it pretty quickly. I noticed that like every night there was like something going on. There was either just like someone to drink with or a small party or an excursion. You're always having a new discussion with a new person. So it might seem daunting at first, but there's a lot of room for like new experiences that you really wouldn't put yourself in the position to have normally if you were in your day-to-day life. Because like, usually like if I was at home, I would just go home, I would just watch TV, play video games, go to sleep, and then it would be the next day. Whereas here, you don't have like that option of comfort, which is a bit of a downside, but it also forces you out of your comfort zone and gets you to do more things. The best memory, it's definitely just like, all like the parties, the welcome parties, the bye-bye parties, just the sense of community. At the end of the night, there's like 7 different conversations going on. You're talking to like 8 different people, you're meeting new people. It's just, there's no single one that stands out, but just the memory is the sense of community when we would all come together and just be like one big, weird international family. No, it was much closer than I imagined, because I pictured myself to be a bit more standoffish. No, it was nicer, because like you always hear the horror stories, but I feel like I got very lucky with like my housemates being like considerate and always like very kind to each other. So it was much better than I expected. So the Borderless houses are a bit like interconnected. Like for example, every once in a while, Molo would come down from Tokyo and bring people that want to see Kyoto, Borderless house. So it was fun to like be able to like, you have your own community, but you also have a little bit of an extended community in 2 different cities, as well as like within different parts of your own city. New family here, and then you have your extended family in the rest of Japan, I guess, where there's always a couple new places to visit if you're in a new city. Learn Japanese first. And just keep your mind open. Don't shut things off because you think that they're not going to be for you or that it's scary. Just take the chance, because not making a decision is still a decision. So go for it, do your best, and just keep trying.